What's up, everybody? It's Richy here. We're back on the world, and today is a very, very special day. Today is my birthday. Well, the day I'm recording this is my birthday. The day you're seeing it is not. I know we were supposed to have an extra Richy's World on my birthday, but that kind of flopped because my computer's been acting up. But today, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're going to be having quite a lot of fun. And to start out, we're going to be gathering quite a lot of resources. So the first thing I'm going to do today is head down to the long-abandoned mining part of our base. I don't think we've mined properly in months, and we're going to put the pickaxe to the stone, go for an hour, and see what we get. Alright, we finished up mining, and it's time for the results. We have 2 lapis, 6 emerald ore, 2 1/4 stacks of iron, 13 gold, 3 and just a little bit more stacks of redstone, and 6.5 stacks of coal. And, of course, 44 diamonds, which I don't think is that bad, especially since I haven't mined in a while, and especially since I wasn't really mining at an optimal height. As you can see, I already broke open the diamonds, but all the other ores, I think I'm just gonna keep there, because I really don't have any excuse to break them open as of now, and it would just sort of waste some space. Actually, though, I'm gonna smelt our iron, because we used it all up making minecarts for the sky spawner, and when I came back to my base, I opened up my discard chest and found all of these minecarts. So, if we ever need minecarts in the future, well, we're covered, but as of now, we don't have any iron. And with that, we're ready to begin, and in today's episode, we're going to be focusing on things that I should have focused on earlier. There's a lot of unfinished stuff around this base, stuff that I should have finished a long time ago, and I honestly just need to take some time to focus on and get done. The first, of course, being this tower, and of course the 3 other places where copies of this tower have to be built. Second, we really need to finish up this church, And third, we just need to repair Enderman and Creeper damage in general, because it's been really, really bad recently. And I have to say, this tower has been a formidable foe. I mean, this thing has challenged me like no other build has challenged me, to the point where, oh, creeper, I can't even do time lapses of me building this because I just get so confused that whatever I'm doing just takes forever. And because of that, I'm just not going to be able to finish this in a third-person time lapse, but I am going to be able to finish it. So I'm going to get my building hat on, I'm going to try to finish this thing up, and I will be right back. So, do you want the good news or the bad news? The good news is that we've made a lot of progress. The bad news is I have not finished it yet, and the more I work on it, the more confused I get about what the hell I'm supposed to be doing on it. But let's look at it from over there. It's not really too bad, is it? Is it? I just don't know. I just don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. So what I'm going to do is just take a minute to think about how I want this to come together. I really should have probably just chosen a simpler shape instead of all this nonsense here, but I'm just going to take 30 minutes or an hour or so. I'm going to think about exactly what I want to do here. I'm going to try to do some work, and then I'm going to come back to you guys. So what I'm thinking I might want to do is put spikes like this on these two sides, but like I said, I don't know. I just don't know what's going to make this build good. And I mean, it looks okay, but it just doesn't blend with itself. It keeps conflicting. And I really just don't know what to do. Time has passed. How much time? I'm not entirely sure. But I do know we got a ton of progress done. We have just built something completely amazing. And I can't wait anymore. I'm going to show it to you. Now, I've split this tower into 2 towers, just because it makes it look a little bit better, and because we're going to do something special in the middle right there. And the way this looks is amazing. Now, as of now, I only have one side done, but I just can't get over this. This is the hardest build I've ever done. It's the most complex thing I've ever done, and I really just love what I've come up with here. I'm gonna zoom because at the resolution I'm filming at, this actually doesn't look so great. But talking about that, I am making the move up from 720p to 180p as soon as I get my new laptop, and that should be shipping by the end of this week. And after that, it will arrive in just a few days. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run back home, get some food, stock up on that hunger and health bar, and then I'll be right back to talk about exactly what's going on in this build. Alright, so the weather is cleared, and now I can talk about this build in detail. Now originally, as you saw, these two were gonna be merged. Eventually, I just figured that that was not gonna be good, because there was this big space in the middle between them that really wasn't supported by anything, and for that reason, it looked really weird. But what I got right here, with the exception of this tower, which isn't finished, I think is really cool. Now, the thing I really like about this is it starts off as some sort of a medieval wizard tower, and then at some point makes the transition to like a modern observatory. It's really interesting that this architecture didn't clash. I mean, it took me a really long time to figure out how to build it and what I wanted to build, but once I got it done, it really looked nice. Now this side right here was the first side I've built, and for those of you who remember, I sort of wanted it to look like Isengard, and I succeeded on the bottom, but when I started merging it inward, it just didn't work, so I carried it straight up into something that looks sort of like a 22nd century cubicle. And on this side, I sort of shot for medieval house architecture. You can see it with the little ridges, the intricate details, and how I'm primarily using wood and stone. And that once again merges up into modern detail through something that looks faintly Japanese. And I know, I don't usually talk about the architecture of my builds on this channel, but this thing just sort of baffles me, because it's 3 or 4 different distinct building styles, and yet they somehow don't clash. But then again, in retrospect, I did spend over a month on this build, and during that time, things mostly clashed. So I'm gonna say that these styles are practically incompatible. How I've made them work is a mystery even to me, but the good thing is, it does work, and it just looks awesome. Look at this thing. But unfortunately, guys, we're not in the clear yet, because this build right here, this side is beautiful and wonderful, and this side has not been completed and will take maybe half an hour to an hour of work to be the same as this side. So I'm gonna gather a few resources because we're very low on a couple things, especially sea lanterns, and then we're gonna come over here and finish this side. And finally, after over a month, these 2 towers are finished. Now, they look completely great. I don't have an elytra on, though. But the one thing you're probably noticing is this big empty gap in the background, and of course the lack of functionality in all of these rooms in here. Like, what's the deal with the back being a hollow shell? And well, the answer scares me. The answer scares me a lot. Because not only are we going to copy these all around in every corner of the build, making 3 more of them, we're going to have a central tower. Now, the central tower will start right about here, filling in here, and will probably be made of glass, and then go up to the roof where this line is here. Probably it's actually going to be a little bit bigger. And then, when it's all lined up on the roof, it's not going to stop. We're going to make a tower coming out of the middle of our base that just goes straight up into the sky. Probably not all the way to build limit, but it's probably going to be close. And that's going to require a ton of sand. I think right now I have like half a chest of sand, and we're going to need a lot more than that. But I think instead of going to gather sand now, we're going to do something that has been needed for a long, long time. We're going to grab some dirt and do some landscaping, because the creeper and enderman damage around here is horrible, and besides, we can make it look way nicer. So I'm going to get some bone meal out, I'm going to get some saplings and some dirt out, and I think I'm going to fix this place up a little. So far, I have discovered that there is just a ton of damage on this world, both from endermen and creepers, and I find enderman damage a lot more annoying. Are you ever just walking along your world and you see something that looks like this? Well, probably an enderman did that, and it gets really annoying, especially if you've been in the same place for a long time. Basically, endermen can pick up and put down blocks, but most of them never really pick up more than 1 block in their short enderman life. And you think, how bad could that be? I mean, it's just an enderman picking up a block. It can't go that bad, right? Wrong. The problem is, if you're on a world for a really long time, like this world I think is 8 months old, a lot of endermen spawn. So potentially we have thousands of little dents in our world from endermen. And right now, I'm just trying to run around and fix them up. But first, oh, it's just too tempting. I have to press this button. I'm so glad I built this farm. There's no use for it, but it's just so awesome to use. So it looks like just about all of our enderman and creeper damage is repaired. And of course, these 2 towers are finished. Of course, we are going to have to copy them. We are in no way done with things around here. There's a lot of stuff to do. We still have to finish the church in the corner. But I think we knocked a lot of things off the list today. And getting this tower off the list was the most important thing, because it just wasn't working out. I was doing a little every episode, and it was just taking forever. And honestly, it took forever today, but I sat down, I took a few hours out of my time to do it, and it worked out pretty well. But unfortunately, guys, that's just about all the time I have for today. I have no clue how long this episode was, so if it was long, well, I don't know what to say, and if it was short, then I'm sorry. So you know what, let's head down to the base, because we haven't done this for a really, really long time. Throw a piece of coal to Derpy, and run over to the lava, and throw a diamond in it for Notch. The one other thing I am going to say before I go, though, is that my computer is just around the corner. I should be able to order it this week, and it should be shipped by the next Richy's World. I don't know if it's going to be recorded on it, but at the time the next one comes out, I'm definitely going to have it. And this computer is a beast. I mean, it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for other games, and of course, I'm never going to stop playing Minecraft. But I am going to try some other things, maybe even play a AAA game, just to see how they run, and what they're like, because I've never really had that experience of regular gaming. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. It's pretty late at night, and I might be a little late on the upload in the morning, just because this took a really long time to film. But this has been Richy. I hope you liked this video, and I will see you next time.